Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of LM's Investopedia, our program which tries to cover novelty topics, new ideas, new stock themes, and those kind of themes which have the potential to make it big in the near future. These themes are, of course, related to the developments which are taking place in the real world. And of course, without wasting much time today, we will be covering the new concept of religious tourism, religious pilgrimage tourism, which is also known as pilgrimage tourism. And in a way, this concept is not really a novelty concept or a new concept. We've been a very ancient country with a very ancient culture. We have a lot of religious places which people tend to visit on an annual basis. But now, in the inauguration of the Ayodhya temple, which is going to take place with a lot of fanfare and with a lot of religious beliefs, etc., is definitely it's going to be a landmark event. In the next few days, we will be having the formal inauguration of the temple, and I think it's something which is associated with the sentiments of every Indian. And I think it's going to be a very big event in the sense that not only the local Indians but also NRIs who are likely to visit this. And in many ways, people also equate this place as an India's equivalent to a Makkah or other religious places like Jerusalem, etc., where people generally tend to visit once in a lifetime. They make it their ambition that they want to visit this place once in a lifetime. So, linking it with the likes of Jerusalem or Vatican City or Makkah, I think is definitely going to add a huge plus to the landscape, the entire landscape of a place like Ayodhya. Not only does this place benefit, I think the country benefits in a very big way. The state of Uttar Pradesh is likely to benefit in a very big way. It's likely to change the face of the state. But a lot of hard work essentially has been gone into building up this entire infrastructure and the preparation for this entire infrastructure. But to explain more about what are the potential benefits and what are the things which could be very big potential beneficiaries, we have with us the senior management personnel at LM, Bhavin. Bhavin, welcome to the show.
Hi.
And kindly take us ahead with your views and what do you feel about this Ayodhya journey, which is going to add, it's going to be a watershed movement for the country. So kindly take us ahead with your views.
Correct. Thank you, Nirav. Hi, everybody. Again, we're back with some, pause and trying to create some interesting content and sharing the thought processes. Like Nirav mentioned, what is interesting here is we all have been talking and thinking about this religious temple economy and the pilgrimage economy. I think earlier in India we used to always talk about where do we go as a holiday, but I think the definition of holidaying, and I think interesting spots have been coming up thanks to the government, which has been able to kind of highlight and optimize, capitalize on the interesting aspects and the spots in India what we have. How do we monetize that, and how do we try to pull in more and more tourism crowd. So I think this the thought process and I think the direction what we are going in as an economy is covering a 360 degree angle from a lot of situations. So I think with the landmark event upcoming of this Ayodhya temple, I think it doesn't only focus on this, but I think there are a lot of silent and indirect advantages to the economy per se. So for example, once you have this tourist spot for the locals, and as well as the foreign crowd like NRIs and people traveling from abroad, I think it gives a lot of boost to a lot of different sectors. I think there are a lot of sectors in the play given the fact. So for example, if you go to see, there is a aviation, so you have the airlines, because of traveling already, a lot of flights are trying to add a lot of flights to travel there. Then you have the hotel industry, Indian hotels, all these. I'm sure eventually there are a lot of other.
So we've seen inauguration of the new international airport in Ayodhya.
Correct.
So this is one aspect of infrastructure. Secondly, there are going to be daily flights which have been announced.
Yes.
From Mumbai to Ayodhya.
Yes.
This is because of to cope up with the rapid influx of the tourists.
Correct.
And IRCTC has announced that they are going to launch about 1,000 trains, which will
correct.
connect to Ayodhya for the inaugural function. So this is
Yes.
just the tip of the iceberg.
Just the
So
tip, yes.
of course there will be a lot of things, and of course hotels, people staying there will also be a big
FMCG,
Yeah,
people who
yes,
want to
yes,
go and
yes.
do some spends.
Yeah.
There would be event management companies.
Yes,
Like Pravek, for example, who's been in the light for a lot of such tourist spots and temple spots where they are able to because they are, I think their domain expertise is such. So a lot of such plays are there in the whole scheme of thing.
And one more important aspect is that how the government has been focused on domestic tourism, and just as we are discussing today, we are discussing this concept. Just to link it to the market, we have the Tourism Finance Corporation, which has hit the upper circuit. It was up about 20% in trade today. So it just shows that the government wants to increase its thrust on tourism. They want more and more people to visit the country. And of course, this is with a religious purpose. It is with a very divine purpose. People will come, whether they are inbound tourists or whether they are from NRIs, etc. They will spend money in the country, they will spend time in the country, and they will boost the local economy. That is again a very, very positive aspect. And event management companies, as Bhavin rightly pointed out, that Praveg, it's very necessary that we have certain professional companies who are able to cater to the tastes and the requirements of the people who are visiting these religious places. A common experience amongst people is that religious places do not have proper accommodation, etc. And people staying there generally have complaints about the sanitation related issues, etc. So hopefully I think these all issues will be resolved, and with the introduction of the new type of trains like Vande Bharat, etc., I think definitely people will have a good experience visiting these places. So I think to sum up, I think as you said that FMCG seems to be a good sector which is going to benefit. So to my mind, I think HUL, companies like HUL, Nestle, Britannia or Parle products, they could benefit in a big way out of this. Secondly, I think we have hotel industry, which
Indian
will be,
hotels,
yes,
for example.
Indian hotels, East India hotels.
Correct.
And of course local players like Apollo, Sinduri, they could be big beneficiaries.
Yes.
But at the same time, we will be having the hotel chains and of course the IRCTCs and Indigo, etc., which will be benefiting because of the connectivity to these places. And of course, this will be a big boost for infrastructure player also.
Yes.
Because the Jai Prakash Group, etc. Those which are who are Uttar Pradesh based players. Because sooner or later we will feel that the infrastructure is become deficient, it is falling short. So again you will need widening of the roads, highways, etc. So in all probability I think that will also get a boost. And another aspect which we can also look at is the realty. Because in Ayodhya we've already seen the prices skyrocket of real estate. So local people definitely benefit out of all these activities which are going to take place. So I think whole host of things are there. We will see huge multiplier effect, and as we have seen in our country that a lot of religious places, they definitely definitely they are temple economies.
Yeah, they're
So people who come there, they end up spending money over there, and definitely they come with a religious purpose also, and some recreational activity
recreational
also.
as well.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So I think this is going to be, I think, something very big, which we have not experienced before.
And I think you never know, there would be infrastructure built up as for recreation and entertainment also.
Yes.
In and around
Yes,
there.
yes.
Like how you have Imagicas of the
Yes,
world,
yes,
you
yes.
would have some entertainment where a family holiday outing can be planned with the religious and the,
Yes.
catering to all the age groups, where you would have some kind of entertainment as well.
Yes. So now, as we have already seen that in most of these religious places, etc., the attempt is to keep the people occupied and to keep them entertained also. So we have laser shows which take place, we have cultural events which take place, where people are able to participate, understand what is the purpose behind visiting these places, etc.
Yes.
So I think there companies like Praveg, etc., would play a very, very important role going forward. So I think the potential is unlimited, and I think after the Statue of Unity, which we have seen, of course, it is not a religious place, but a place which binds all Indians, and a salute to the father of the nation, of course. So I think from that perspective, I think if we are to replicate something on a much bigger level in Ayodhya, then I think we could be in for something very big.
It carries a lot of potential
in the next few years to come. So, Bhavin, what are your views now?
So I think since there are a lot of sectors in the play and there are dominant players in the respective spaces, so I think we can always keep an eye on the respective companies best playing in the sector, and tracking it closely in terms of who are getting into the leadership positions. I think everyone will have their share of piece of cake. And I'm sure that is going to contribute a lot.
And finally, we cannot forget L&T, because L&T is built the temple. So so it's been the principal contracting firm, which is so a lot of pluses, and I think in line with Modi ji's mission. He's also given a call for Wed in India. So basically all the destination weddings need to be planned in India, so that the economy gets the benefit of this. So it's a very noble idea, a very noble appeal, and I think something which should be a proud moment for every Indian in the time to come. So we hope that you liked our program. Do write to us with your feedback, and now I'll hand over to Bhavin for the closing remarks.
So thank you guys for hearing this out, and I'm sure it's a productive and some interesting content and insight, as always in our constant endeavor to keep sharing something interesting. Excuse us with the long pause, but we were trying to find out something interesting, and I think this was the thing. I think it's the flavor of the week, month, and year, I guess. So let's see, stay tuned and get in touch for anything you may need, any guidance or suggestions on your overall investments or any ideas. We'll get back soon on something more interesting. Thank you guys. Take care. Stay safe.
Thank you.